Hey, wake, Michael, wake up, Michael, Michael, Michael.
Ah,
Oh,
whoa. I was in a trance. I was in a meditative state.
and it was hard to wake you up, and it worries me. But don't ever do that again. Don't scare me like that.
Can we just mention your cup really quick before we move on?
Yes.
Look at that. Look how cute that thing is.
Look, okay, you see how Baby Yoda's behind you on the rock?
Mm-hmm.
Now my head's the rock. Baby Yoda on my head. Just like Mandalorian is peak Star Wars, this is peak content.
I was just gonna say you were talking about the rock, and it made me think that we have hit rock bottom.
No,
All right.
I don't. I disagree. Ahsoka Tana, she's here, and now she's not here anymore.
But don't worry because we get the actual return of probably one of the most famous Star Wars characters that people have been dying to see. And guess what? You got him.
It's a stormtrooper with this thing.
Yeah. Mando and
No,
Grogu.
no, can we not?
We have
I'm not
to.
ready.
We have to.
I'm
Everyone
not.
else is. I made a
Fine.
stand last episode, but I realized that I was a losing cause, and so we're just gonna have to call it Grogu.
Grogu. Grogu is kind of it was when he's sleepy.
So Mando and
Grogu,
Grogu.
yes.
Okay. So Mando and Grogu, they get to Tython. Let me start again. Oh Jesus. Mando and Grogu. Nope. Mando and Grogu get to Tython.
Nailed it on the first time.
Well,
Nailed
you
it.
know, I'm good.
They get to
I'm good
yes,
like
but they
that.
get to
They get
Tython.
to they get to Tython, and then immediately he sits Baby Yoda down on the rock, and he starts meditating. Just like I mean, at first they're like, "Oh, I don't know how it works," and then he just touches it, and then it starts working. And then a ship comes, and Mando's like, well, "I'll protect you." First, he tries to get him off the rock, but then the rock is like, "Know your role and shut your mouth."
But also, it's a ship that for Star Wars fans you recognize. You're like, I've
Yes.
seen that ship before, and now I'm amped.
Lo and behold, it's Boba Fett, and he's like, I want my armor back, but he's brought along a friend who we thought was dead. Fennec is back and has been robotically repaired, Darth Vader style, by Boba Fett. As with every episode this season, it's like, hey, Mando, if you do this thing for me, I'll do this thing for you. It's like, give me the armor back and we'll help protect the baby. As because a ship comes down full of stormtroopers and starts attacking them. Two ships, to be exact.
Ahsoka was so cool seeing her like slice up some dudes. Uh, but man, this one was there was something special about this fight that I loved. It was very brutal,
Oh, yeah.
and you just see Boba Fett just tearing through some stormtroopers.
At first, he's fighting without his armor, and then he notices the ship is unprotected and the doors open. Mando, you gotta lock your car.
And he's done this on multiple occasions. I don't understand. We'll have to get into it in like a season 2 recap of just come on, dude. What are you
Yeah.
doing?
Boba goes towards the ship, we assume to get his armor. All the while, Mando comes back. He tries to get the Baby Yoda off again. Doesn't work. So he goes back to help Fennec. Fennec is like fighting for her life. Mando shows up, and then all of a sudden, more stormtroopers come in. And then they're saved by Boba Fett in his armor. And it was the coolest moment of the show so far.
Like I was worried, but it was. I mean, this pays off. It is. You're like almost like chills. You're like, ooh.
Yeah. We think they've saved the day, and all of a sudden a laser comes down from the sky and just destroys the Razor Crest. And it's like,
Mm.
it's a sad day because the Razor Crest has gone through some stuff.
It. They took IG-88 from us, and now they've taken the Razor Crest. It's
I know.
when will they let up?
Not only does Mando not know how to lock his doors, he doesn't know how to not get followed because Boba Fett follows him, Moff Gideon follows him. He's easy to find.
Yeah.
He's not subtle about it. So Moff Gideon's there, and he's in a Empire ship. He sends down some dark troopers, which are the mech robot things we saw earlier, and they are scary looking. But he only sends down 4 of them, and he has like 50 of them. So I don't. He could have just like killed everybody.
And then he takes Baby Yoda, Michael.
Mando's like, well, it's over. Can't do anything about it. It's the Empire. Boba and Fennec are like, well, we've made a promise to you. We're gonna get the baby back. We're gonna get the child. He goes to Cara Dune and is like, I need your help one last time to find.
And she's now also she is joined up with the Republic. We
Yes.
find out in a very cheesy way, like, oh, I signed up.
Mando's like, I need your help one more time. I need you to find Bill Burr for me. And so she's like, no, right where he is.
He's like, oh, comedian Bill Burr? He's right here.
But then he's like, just kidding. I need one more thing for you to help me with. And she's like, well, I'm part of the Republic now. I can't really help you break him out. Mando's like, but it's Bill Burr. His bits are funny. You need to break him out. And she's like, I'm sold.
I have so many questions, and we only have 2 episodes left.
I know, but that's what's so wonderful about knowing there's another season.
I know. But man, this one, it somehow moves the plot along. Grogu has obviously connected with a Jedi somewhere, and we get they redeem Boba Fett all in this one episode. It's insane, and they set up what is going to be probably another Prison Break episode, which I'm all for.
The way they've gone about everything, and yeah, I mean, in terms of the sequel trilogy, is they're stuck with what happened there, and so
Yes.
the clone stuff that they're talking about at the end of the episode, and everything that happened in Rise of Skywalker, they have to sort of explain the origins of that.
Yeah.
So it'll make Rise of Skywalker less of a terrible movie, but it's still a terrible movie. But at least they're explaining and helping out future audience members that will watch stuff later on of Star Wars. Like, okay, here's the explanation. You got to watch Mandalorian, then you watch Rise of Skywalker. That was a tangent. I don't know why I went on it.
Hey, it's fine. I've been thinking a lot about it lately, and I'm like, I just don't want this show to be ruined because it's trying to fix things. Well, the Rise of Skywalker is still a fresh wound, and I don't need you being like, but we're gonna explain it. It's fine. I don't want that, and I don't need that yet. Boba Fett coming in, and he's just like shooting guys like this and shooting dudes like this
and shooting guys like this.
And where do they keep getting missiles from? I don't like. This like the 3rd missile that Jetpack has gotten. I don't care, but also Mando leaving his jetpack on the ground.
Last question before we check out: will we find out this season which Jedi Grogu contacted?
I think we'll get a hint. I'm afraid that we've really backed ourselves into a real Rey Palpatine situation where people are not going to be satisfied, whoever it is. Like, they're like, we just, no, we want answers. But instead of just introducing a new character, we're going to go with someone like, I've seen a lot of people pulling for Sebastian Stan to come back, to come in as like Luke. I don't need that. I don't need to be tied to this original trilogy. And I know a lot of people want what's his name, Ezra from Rebels, who Ahsoka is still looking for. I just don't want that. I kind of want some random Jedi to show up, or some Jedi who is almost like a Luke in The Last Jedi, who is just kind of burnt and he's done, and he almost he resents the Jedi, but he feels some kind of need and connection to come and look, or she has some kind of connection and wants to figure out what it is. I'm waiting for maybe some more fill in the blank of okay, well, now we know Grogu has been at the Jedi Temple. He's for sure run into people like Anakin and Mace Windu and Yoda and Yaddle.
Who could forget Yaddle?
Yeah. It's maybe a hint, and we get a Yoda or an Obi-Wan or someone who shows up. So when you could plug the new series a little bit, but you have someone show up, say, there's someone on the way, please, and maybe more to Mando to be like, yo, just be patient. Thank you for what you're doing, and someone will contact you soon, kind of thing. And then
Yeah.
we end it in the series like that.
Never explain what happened. Perfect.
Yeah, no,
Just
that's it.
like we're ending this video with no explanation.
Un esercito di prole